Last class we completed hydrocarbons, alkenes and alkynes. Now we are going to start with the aromatic hydrocarbons, that is benzene. Benzene is an example of aromatic hydrocarbon. Aromatic hydrocarbon. In that aromatic hydrocarbons, 11th standard we will discuss about benzene. So 12th standard entire complete organ chemistry is discussed about the only aromatic hydrocarbons. First of all, what is meant by aromatic? So generally what is meant by aroma? Aroma means pleasant odor. Pleasant odor, and the organic compounds bonds with sooty flame. All aromatic hydrocarbons which are having the pleasant odor, and these organic compounds are bonds with sooty flame. So these are aromatic hydrocarbons. In these aromatic hydrocarbons we are having, see the classification of aromatic hydrocarbons. Classification. Classification of aromatic hydrocarbons. Aromatic hydrocarbons. So aromatic hydrocarbons can be classified into two types. One is homocyclic, another one is heterocyclic. First one is homocyclic and second one is heterocyclic. Homocyclic is also called as carbocyclic. Carbocyclic means only carbon and hydrogen only we are having. Heterocyclic, other than carbon and hydrogen, other elements we are having. And homocyclic compounds again classified into two types. One is benzenoid compounds. Another one is non-benzenoid compounds. See, homocyclic, name itself, homocyclic means only carbon and hydrogen we are having, only carbon and hydrogen. Aromatic hydrocarbons containing only carbon and hydrogen, that is homocyclic. And heterocyclic means other than carbon and hydrogen we are having link with boron, nitrogen, oxygen and sulfur, etc. That is heterocyclic compounds. In this homocyclic again we are classified into two types. One is benzenoid compounds, another one is non-benzenoid compounds. Benzenoid compounds means aromatic hydrocarbons containing benzene, that is benzenoid. It's not containing benzene, non-benzenoid compounds. See the examples of benzenoid compounds most familiar we will use for 11th and 12th standard. 11th standard we are using the benzene. 12th standard we are having, its name is called as chlorobenzene. OH, hydroxybenzene, another name that is called as phenol. OCH3, methoxybenzene or another name anisole. Its name is called as benzene above aldehyde group, benzaldehyde. Benzene above acid group, that is benzoic acid. Benzene above NH2, its name is called as aniline or aminobenzene. Benzene above N2Cl, its name is called as benzene diazonium chloride. Benzene diazonium chloride. NO2, it's nitrobenzene. SO3H, benzene sulfonic acid. So most familiar examples in future we are going to discuss about all these compounds, their preparations, properties and chemical reactions, many ways. But 11th standard only we will discuss about the only benzene. Only benzene only now our discussion. Remaining all are we will see in the 12th standard. See the non-benzenide compounds. Non-benzenide compounds means hydrocarbons, aromatic hydrocarbons does not containing benzene. Compounds are aromatic only but does not containing benzene. Example, sound ring, sorry. Sorry, 7-membered ring we have to consider, not 6-membered ring. So always we are writing 6-membered ring, so that's why we are getting 6-membered ring. 7-membered ring, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 7-membered ring, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Yes, 7-membered ring, and there is here yes. This is an example of homocyclic non-benzenide compounds. Its name is called as azulene. Its name is called as azulene. Another example, its name is called as helicine. These are aromatic but does not contain benzene, so its name is called as non-benzenide compounds. See an example for the heterocyclic compounds. Heterocyclic compounds. Heterocyclic compounds. So generally we are writing this is benzene, but instead of one carbon I am writing nitrogen. Its name is called as pyridine. Pyridine. Hydrogen is a lone pair, and its name is called as pyrrole. Pyrrole. Its name is called as furan. Furan. Its name is called as thiophene. thiophene. Some named reactions most familiar. Another chemical substance we are using. Its name is called as phenolene. Phenolene. Some other examples for the heterocyclic compounds. Its name is called as indole. Indole. Its name is called as purine. So like this, these are the classifications of the benzene compounds. How we are classifying the aromatic hydrocarbons will be two types. First is homocyclic and heterocyclic. Homocyclic, again we are classifying into two types, benzenoid and non-benzenoid compounds. But 11th and 12th standard most familiar, we have to discuss about only benzenoid compounds. Non-benzenoid compounds we are not discussing. And then homocyclic, again benzenoid and non-benzenoid compounds, and heterocyclic, few examples we are seeing. The compound, how we can say the compound is aromatic or non-aromatic or anti-aromatic, we are saying some rules and regulations. Check your GOC, General Organic Chemistry. I explained the 20 to 25 examples how we can say the organic compound is aromatic, non-aromatic and anti-aromatic. Aromatic means we have to follow the four rules. Compound must be planar, compound must be cyclic, compound must be conjugation, and we can follow the Huckel's rule, 4n plus 2 into 5 electrons rule. Anti-aromatic rules, I am saying compound must be cyclic, compound must be planar, compound must be conjugation, but we have to follow 4 and 5 electrons, that is anti-aromatic. If we miss anything, that is non-aromatic. We will see the examples also. Some typical examples, one or two examples I will explain how the compound is aromatic or not. For suppose, I will give the compound, how can you say aromatic? Aromatic, non-aromatic and anti-aromatic. Some typical examples I will explain. For each one on example. First one typical example for the aromatic compound. This compound sometimes they will give like this also. Both are same only. Here minus and here plus. See, there is a 5-member ring and 3-member ring here. Carefully observe how many electrons will be there in the 5-member ring. So 5-member ring containing 2 pi bonds, so 4 electrons, and minus, see the aromatic rules, I am saying minus means 2 electrons, so we can say totally 6 pi electrons. And right side there is a 3-member ring with plus, so here having only 1 pi bond, only 2 pi electrons, only 2 pi electrons. See, separately we can observe, so we can split and see, there is a 5-member ring with 6 pi electrons, there is a 3-member ring with 2 pi electrons, so it is following the 4n plus 2 into 5 rules, so the compound is aromatic. Non-aromatic compound. Non-aromatic compound. Yes, compound must be planar, cyclic. Conjugation is missing. Double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, and single bond. Here there is a sp3 carbon. This is sp3 carbon. If it is sp2, the compound must be, we can say, the planar. So it is an example for the non-aromatic compound. Anti-aromatic compound. Anti-aromatic compound. Pi member ring with plus. Here totally 4 pi electrons. 4 and pi electrons it can satisfy. It is an example for the anti-aromatic compounds. See the GOC note in our class note. So there we are clearly explained what is aromatic, how to identify the compound is aromatic, non-aromatic and anti-aromatic substances. Then we will see the some names of the organic compounds. So benzylic compounds nomenclature. Few examples I will give directly. Then see the nomenclature, how to give the name of the compound. Nomenclature. So in this nomenclature, most important point we have to discuss, that is organic compounds, that is substituted benzene compounds. We have to give the name prefix. The word is benzene. Substituted benzene compounds. Substituted benzene compounds. Substituted benzene compounds give prefix is benzene. You have to give the name is prefix is benzene. For example, benzene above, I give the group is Cl. Its name is called as chlorobenzene. Chlorobenzene. For suppose benzene above, I am giving NO2. NO2 is the nitro group, so its name is called as nitrobenzene. Nitrobenzene. Another example, if I give the benzene above OCH3. OCH3 is the methoxy. CH3 is methyl, OCH3 is methoxy. So its name is called as methoxybenzene. Another name for this one, methoxybenzene. Another name for this one, that is called as anisole. Benzene above CH3. You can say this is methylbenzene. Another name for this one, methylbenzene, it is also called as toluene. Methylbenzene, or another name you can say, that is toluene. Benzene containing 2 CH3 groups. Generally, while you are giving the IUPAC name of this compound is 1,2 dimethyl benzene. 1,2 dimethyl benzene. 1,2 position is also called as ortho position. Organic chemistry lo on benzene ring 1,2 position we can say, that is called as ortho position. So ortho dimethyl benzene, another name is called as xylene. So we can say, if I am writing CH3, so name of this compound is 1,3 dimethyl benzene. 1,3 position in organic chemistry we can say, that is called as meta position. So meta xylene. Now I am writing 1,4 position. So its original name is, as per IUPAC rules, we can say the name of this compound is 1,4 dimethyl benzene. 1,4 dimethyl benzene, or we can say that is called as para position. 1,4 position is called as para position. So para xylene. For suppose this compound, try the name OCH3 I am giving, you are saying methoxybenzene, so its name is called as ethoxybenzene. Ethoxybenzene, or another short name for this one, that is called as phenetol. Phenetol ethoxybenzene, or one more name for this one, that is called as phenetol. CH3. Generally 3 carbons will be there, so we can say that is propyl benzene. No, there is a branch, its name is called as isopropyl benzene. Isopropyl benzene, or another name for this one is, that is called as cumene or isopropyl benzene. For suppose that CH3 groups are in alternative positions. Here there is a CH3 and CH3. So we have to write that is 1, 3, 5 trimethyl benzene, 1, 3, 5 trimethyl benzene, 1, 3, 5 trimethyl benzene. Another name for this one, it is called as mesitylene. 1, 3, 5 trimethyl benzene, or one more name, that is called as mesitylene. Position of more than 2 substituents are always indicated by numbers. If the more than 2 they are given, you have to write the numbers. For example, here see, you can see the 3 numbers they are given. Now you have to give the numbers must. For example, see, so you have to write one rule. This is position of more than 2 substituents, more than 2 substituents we are having are always indicated by numbers. More than 2 different substituents. If it is same substituents, we are having the one common name like mesitylene. If it is a different substituent, we have to give the numbers. For example, you can see again the compound is benzene, above there is COOH, and here there is NO2, and here NO2. We have to follow our IUPAC nomenclature rules. Carboxylic acid we have to give that is number 1. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we have to say the name of this compound is 3, 5 dinitro benzoic acid. 3, 5 dinitro benzoic acid. Another example, for suppose I give like this, this is Cl, this is NO2, and this is also NO2. See, here there is no functional group. I give the IUPAC nomenclature rules and regulations. We have to give the functional group is the first priority. In that functional group also, I am giving the order of priority. Carboxylic acids are first. If all are substituents, we have to follow the alphabetical rule, that is chloro, this is first. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right side you are writing also same numbers, 3, 5 dinitro. Left side also you are writing 3, 5 dinitro. So alphabetical order first chlorine. So 1 chloro, 1 chloro, 3 comma 5 dinitro, benzene. Prefix is always, most of the organic aromatic hydrocarbons are ending with the benzene. If the two substances are present or one substance is present, you have to observe whether it containing functional group or not. Sometimes we can give the one common names like ortho, meta, para. Already I am showing the examples in the above. So this is the nomenclature for the organic compounds. Some different names we are having for polycyclic aromatic compounds. The polycyclic aromatic compounds. See some examples of polycyclic aromatic compounds. Classification of organic compounds, we are having only two types, that is homocyclic and heterocyclic. But another compounds we are having polycyclic aromatic compounds. These are the very important we are having. End of this session we have to discuss about the polycyclic aromatic compounds. Why? Because all these compounds we can say that is carcinogenic compounds, cancer causing compounds. The hydrocarbons containing two or more than two benzene rings are joined together or fused together. Hydrocarbons containing two or more number of benzene rings aromatic hydrocarbons contains two or more number of benzene rings. Two or more number of benzene rings are called as polycyclic aromatic compounds. Again, this can be classified into two types, that is isolated benzene rings and fused benzene rings. Isolated benzene compounds and fused benzene compounds. See the examples of what is meant by isolated compounds. Isolated compounds means for example, the benzene rings are joined by like this. This compound name is called as diphenyl, or we can say biphenyl. For suppose if they are giving like this CH2, so what is the name of this compound? The name of this compound is diphenyl methane. The two rings are joined by the single carbon, that is called as isolated compounds. If the two rings are joined by the two carbons, that is called as fused compounds. Fused compounds are very important. Its name is called as naphthalene. If the three rings are joined, already these compounds I told you in the starting of the classification of organic compounds. Its name is called as anthracene. If the three rings are joined like this, its name is called as phenanthracene. phenanthracene, and we are having benzanthracene. Many compounds we are having for the carcinogenicity, that is 1,2 benzanthracene, 3-phenyl, cycloanthracene, many organic compounds. All these are compounds, fused rings or isolated rings. These are the cancer causing agents. Now our discussion is about the benzene ring. So 11th standard we are going to discuss about benzene. Benzene ring. In this benzene ring, we have to see the formula of benzene ring. Formula is C6H6. Structure. Structure of benzene ring. Nowadays we are seeing the structure of benzene ring is like this, or we have to see like this. See the difference between the first compound and second compound. I changed the, or we have to give like this, but nowadays we are showing like a ring inside the ring. So structure of the benzene ring, only structure, how they are giving the structure of benzene ring discussion is very important. Structure of benzene ring and stability of benzene ring can be explained by the two theories. There are two theories are explained. Two theories are explained about stability of benzene ring. Stability of benzene ring. So whatever the structures nowadays we are discussing, these structures are called as Kekulé structures. Kekulé structures. Another structures we are having, that is called as Dewars structures. Dewars structures. Another structures we are having, Dewars. Dewars structures. Dewars structures. So see, we need the 6 carbons. Yes, there is 6 carbons, and we need 6 hydrogens. So I am writing like this. So the symbol of the arrow we can show, that is called as resonance symbol. So these are the Dewars structures, but it is also can satisfy the, our formula is C6H6, but Dewars structures only less stable, the stability is only 20%, and the Kekulé structures will be stabilized 80% of the stable. So the stability of the benzene ring can be explained on the basis of the two theories we have to explain. First theory was, one is resonance theory. Resonance theory, and second one we are having MO theory, molecular orbital theory. MO theory. There are two theories will be explained the stability of the benzene ring. First one we will discuss about the resonance theory. First of all, what is meant by resonance? Resonance means the law GOC we are discussing. If any organic compound can show more than one canonical structure or more than one structures it can show, that is called as resonance structures. Simply we can say the phenomena of existence of two or more number of structures for a molecule, that is called as resonance. The phenomena of, in which, first point, the phenomena in which two or more structures can be written, structures can be written for a molecule is called resonance. Resonance is by the writing of two or more number of structures for the molecule, that structures never be repeat. That is called as resonating structures. So that writing is called as resonance, that structures is called as resonating structures, or one more name we are having, that is called as, so the number of possible structures, resonating structures the number of possibility of resonating structures are known as canonical structures. Resonating structures or canonical structures. If the organic compounds are having more number of canonical structures, more will be the stable. More number of canonical structures or resonating structures the organic compound is more stable. First of all, how the canonical structures or resonating structures are exist? The canonical structures or resonating structures are exist due to the delocalization of pi electrons. The resonating structures or canonical structures are exist due to delocalization of pi electrons. See the above canonical structure of benzene, we have to see the differences between the two benzene rings. There is a pi electrons will be, there is a difference. For the benzene, while you are writing the resonating structures, or that is a delocalization of pi electrons, due to the delocalization of pi electrons. Delocalization means pi electrons will be rotating inside the ring. By the delocalization, amount of energy will be liberated. So you are running through the ground, so amount of energy will be lost. That means amount of energy is coming out, that is the exothermic reaction. So due to delocalization, some amount of energy will be liberated. That energy is called as resonance energy. The energy is liberated for benzene by the delocalization of pi electrons, that is called as resonance energy. Resonance energy for the benzene ring is 36 kilocalories per mole or 150.48 kilojoules per mole. Yeah, the amount of energy is liberated by the delocalization of pi electrons inside the benzene ring. That energy is called as resonance energy, and that resonance energy for the benzene ring is 36 kilocalories per mole and 150.48 kilojoules per mole. So already we are writing the canonical Debye structures and canonical structures for the benzene we are writing. So in benzene, Kekulé structures or Debye structures. So Kekulé structures are more stable than this one because of delocalization of very easily possible in the canonical structures only. and we have to discuss about the bond length. Generally, carbon-carbon single bond length is 1.54 angstroms. Carbon-carbon double bond length is 1.39 angstroms. But in benzene, carbon-carbon bond length, we cannot decide whether it is single bond or double bond. Why? Because see, in benzene, I give the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I am going to write the resonating structure of benzene, that is, but same numbers I am giving. See, the 5 electrons are delocalizations. It never be stopped. It will be continuously rotating. For suppose I am taking the C1 and C2, the bond length between the C1 and C2. In structure number 1, I am feeling that is carbon-carbon bond length is single bond. So I can feel the bond length is 1.54 angstroms. But immediately in second structure, the C1 and C2 bond length, it will be changes into double bond. So if it is a double bond, I am feeling the bond length is 1.39 angstroms. Meaning, so in the canonical structure, the carbon-carbon bond length is, it is not single bond, it is not a double bond. It is completely, it is not a single bond, and it is not a completely, it is not a double bond. So in between, so the bond length of C1 and C2 in the benzene is 1.39 angstroms. All CC bond lengths and all CH bond lengths all are equal in the benzene. So carbon-carbon bond length, that is 1.39. So this one, it is not single bond and it is not double bond. How can we represent means delocalization? So it will be not fixed. It is not fixed bonds. It is always delocalization. So simply we are writing like this. This is called as resonance hybrid. Resonance hybrid. See, in our GOC, you are writing resonating structures and resonating hybrid structure also. This is as per resonance theory. How can we say the stability of the benzene? Now, second theory, as per MO theory, molecular orbital theory, how it can explain the stability of the benzene ring. See, as per MO theory, so molecular formula of benzene, we know that is C6H6. So while you are looking the canonical structures of benzene, we can feel there is a carbon-carbon single bond also, and there is a carbon-carbon double bond also. So we can feel, so it can behave sometimes like alkane, and it can behave like alkene. It can behave like alkane means alkanes can undergo substitution reactions, chemical properties. It can behave like alkene means alkenes generally can undergo addition reactions. But benzene does not can undergo addition reaction. It can undergo only substitution reactions only. Benzene does not behave like alkenes and alkynes. While you are looking, multiple bonds are present, but it does not behave like alkenes. So anyway, there is a one double bond also. We can say that is unsaturated compound, either alkene or alkyne. While you are looking, there is a double bond is present, so we can feel it is behave like alkene. So it is behave like alkene means alkenes can give a test, that is unsaturated test. Organic compounds containing multiple bonds, we are having one test, that is unsaturated test. Unsaturation test or test for unsaturation. Test for unsaturation, we are having two compounds, that is bromine water. The organic compound which can decolorize the bromine water, that organic compound we can say it is unsaturated compound. Or we are having Bayer's reagent test. Bayer's test. See the previous classes I am saying, that is cold dilute alkaline KMnO4. Cold dilute alkaline KMnO4. KMnO4 color is purple color, dark purple color. It becomes colorless, so the organic compounds containing benzene ring. Benzene ring, even though it is having the multiple bonds, that multiple bonds, it cannot show the unsaturation test like bromine water test or base reagent test. Why? Because that 5 bonds is not in fixed, that is in delocalization. If we are feeling the bond is double bond, immediately it is converted into single bond. If you are feeling it is single bond, immediately it is transferred into a double bond. So like that, so it does not give the unsaturation test. So MO theory, molecular orbital theory, can be explained the hybridization. Benzene is a hexagonal planar, 6 carbons we are having. Benzene is a hexagonal ring, means we are saying example is hexagonal planar. Why? Because all carbons are in sp2 hybridization. sp2 hybridization means the shape of the molecule is trigonal planar. Each carbon is trigonal planar. Now 6 here in sp2 hybrid orbitals means we know sp2 hybridization means 1 s orbital is combined with the 2 p orbitals, so totally 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals will be there. But in benzene there are 6 p orbitals are vacant. In benzene 6 p orbitals are vacant. 6 p orbitals are vacant. So 6 p orbitals are vacant means 6 unhybrid p orbitals will be there. So that can form the 5 bonds. So it can form the 3 pi bonds or exist in the benzene ring. So can you count the total number of sigma and pi bonds? See the total number of sigma and pi bonds. Total number of sigma and pi bonds. Previous JE question also this one, and sometimes they will ask in NEET also. The number of sigma and pi bonds present in the benzene. Carefully write all bonds. Here you have to count the number of sigma bonds. A number of sigma bonds are 12, and number of pi bonds are 3. So there are 3 sigma bonds and 12 pi bonds will be there. And one more question they will ask, calculation of number of hybrid orbitals. Carefully observe how to calculate the number of hybrid orbitals. Hybrid orbitals meaning the orbitals which are involved in the hybridization. Here 6 carbons are involved in the hybridization, and each carbon can undergo sp2, s1, p2, totally 3. 1 s orbital, 2 p orbitals combined to form 3 hybrid orbitals. So totally how many number of hybrid orbitals will be there means each carbon can undergo sp2, so each carbon can form 3 hybrid orbitals. So totally 18 hybrid orbitals are present in the benzene ring. Now how to calculation of number of pure orbitals. Number of pure orbitals, or we can say that is a number of unhybrid orbitals. Number of pure orbitals. How to calculate the number of pure orbitals or unhybrid orbitals? Simply we can say number of hydrogens plus 2 into number of pi bonds. Number of hydrogens plus 2 into number of pi bonds. Why? Because each bond 2 electrons. No. Number of hydrogens in benzene 6 hydrogens plus 2 into number of pi bonds 3. So totally 12. So there is a previous year question. Calculate the ratio of number of hybrid and pure orbitals of benzene. So number of hybrid orbitals and pure orbitals benzene. So number of hybrid orbitals will be 18 and number of pure orbitals will be 12. So these two ratios they are asking. That is 3 by 2, nothing but 3:2 is the ratio of number of hybrid and pure orbitals ratio. Okay. Now already I explained you the carbon bond length, everything. So already you know sp carbon in benzene is sp2 hybridization. So sp2 hybridization means 120 degrees is the bond angle. sp2 means trigonal planar means bond angle is 120 degrees. And bond length, carbon bond length already I told you that is 1.39 angstroms. So by considering the above all these aspects can be explained the stability of the benzene ring. Clear? Now this is the discussion, the introduction about benzene, aromatic hydrocarbons, their classification, how they are classifying, and how to give the nomenclature. Then how can you explain the benzene is stable or not, what are the Kekulé structures and de Vaux structures, how to calculate the number of hybrid orbitals and pure orbitals. Next class we will going to start the preparation and properties of the benzene ring. So we will discuss this one. Now first year hydrocarbons topic will be completed. Okay. Thank you students.